Welcome to my channel. My name is Lorraine, and on my channel called Just Lorraine, you'll get a little bit of fashion, home decor, and cooking. Please like and subscribe and comment. Thank you. Hi, my name is Lorraine, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be baking blueberry loaf. I'm not a baker at all. I have been watching these TikToks that tell you that you can bake these things within like 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to bake. There is a baker in my family. Her name is Moni, and she has a business called Moni's Treats. So I've gotten some tips from her, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this blueberry loaf. Because I'm not a baker, what I've gone ahead and done is I've gone ahead and gotten all my ingredients ready, and they're all laid out in front of me. I have measured some already, so that's kind of already been pre-done for me. And I find that if you're not a baker, this is a good thing to do, because you're not going to be running around looking for things in the middle of everything, because it's already going to be already there for you. So this blueberry loaf is supposed to be really, really easy and quick. It's a 45-minute bake. And I've already kind of gotten everything ready, as I said before, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get this all put together. Another thing I forgot to tell you guys, please like and subscribe to get more videos from me. I'm going to be trying a lot of different things. I'm going to be cooking some things that I do know about, like some Jamaican food, some pasta, rasta pasta, some stuff that I make at home for my family. And I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking and just a little bit about me on this channel, a lot of different things. But as I said before, please like and subscribe. I am a new YouTuber, and I would love if you guys would do that, and so you can see more of my content. So let's get started with this blueberry loaf and get it all started. So I have my recipe on my trusty phone here. Let me go into it and get it all together. So the ingredients calls for half a cup of plain yogurt, full fat. I haven't measured it, but I do have like one handy dandy tool that my daughter uses all the time. I usually just use the spoon and I just throw it in there and I say, I think it's a half a cup. But I've been told I need to use these because that will make my baking come out really, really good. So it's called for half a cup of plain yogurt. Okay, so we're gonna put the half a cup of plain yogurt. I'm using a Kirkland. I guess you could use any kind. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm using Kirkland Greek yogurt. So I'm gonna, as I said, I'm not good at this stuff. Not a baker. I don't like to use these measuring tools, but I was told I have to, because it will make the cake turn out good. So here goes. This is my half a cup of yogurt. It's in there. Let's get it all in there. Yep. Give me 2 seconds. I got it in. Okay, let's get this out of the way. It's 3 eggs, which I have right here in front of me. 3 eggs. Right here. 3 eggs, a tablespoon of vanilla, or is that a tablespoon. I'm gonna revert back to my old ways, and I'm just gonna use a spoon. I'm not gonna use that measuring that they have. I'm just gonna use it like this. Could be a tablespoon. Tablespoon of vanilla, and my 3 eggs. So I'm gonna break my 3 eggs into this bowl here. And as I told you guys, I'm not a baker. Not a baker at all. But I love baked goods. I love to eat cake. I'm a cake girl. I love cake. So I'm gonna try to make my own cakes from now on. If there's an easy recipe that I can follow online, I'm gonna try it. Okay, so I've done 3 eggs. they've gone in. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I need a tablespoon of vanilla extract. I've done that. 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour. I've already had it measured out, as I said, trying to get prepared kind of. So my flour is already measured out. Okay, so let's get the 1 cup of sugar in here. Let's get the 1 cup of sugar. So I have my sugar container here. I'm gonna measure that out. So 1 cup of sugar. Here we go. Okay, we got it. Okay. I don't really like sweet cakes. I like cake, but I don't like it overly sweet. And I find that the cakes that you buy at the store, they're overly sweet. And I'm not into like overly sweet. I like a cake, but not where it's so sweet that I can't even have the taste of the cake. It's basically just all sugar. So I thought 1 cup of sugar seemed pretty reasonable. 3 eggs, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm just gonna use regular teaspoons. Here's 1. I'm just gonna use 2 teaspoons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it to the flour. So 1, 2. That looks pretty good. So that's 2 teaspoons. Got that out of the way, and that's it. So 1/2 cup of plain yogurt, got it in there. 3 eggs, got it in there. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, put it in here already. 1 cup of sugar, got this ready. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, I just added that in. And it's a pretty simple recipe, I find, because I'm a beginner at baking, so this was pretty interesting for me to try. Okay, so let's get this all. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Okay, so I've already measured out the vegetable oil, and I think I'm gonna put it in after. So what I'm gonna probably do right now is I'm gonna add the flour with the baking powder. I'm gonna add it in. Okay, let's just get these eggs and yogurt all put together. And I have seen my daughter, she's kind of put the sugar in before with the eggs. So let me do that. So I put my 1 cup of sugar in here with the eggs, and I'm gonna try to get that all combined together. Not sure if this is gonna work, but I will let you guys know. You guys will come to the process with me and see if this really works. Okay, so we got that in there. So I'm gonna put in the flour and the baking powder in here. That's in. And this is, I've already measured this. This is 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Okay, here we go. And I'm putting this in. Okay, and I'm stirring this up here. Okay, because I'm not a baker, and I'm pretty sure much people who's taking the time to watch this video might be beginners as well. So let me just go over everything that I've put in here. I put 1/2 cup of plain yogurt. I'm pretty sure I did. 3 eggs, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 cup of all-purpose flours. I have done that, and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And the main ingredient for the recipe is the blueberries, right? I love blueberries. So it asked for 2 cups of fresh blueberries. I have them here. They've already been washed. What I'm going to do, there's also an interesting process for this cake here. So let me mix this in a bit and combine this together. Hold on. Let me do this because I think this is a little thick. I got everything in here. So the recipe calls for that you need to get 1 tablespoon of flour, and you're gonna coat these blueberries in the flour, and that's gonna cause them not to like go to the bottom and like sink and explode, I guess. So these are gonna be like all over. They're gonna remain in the middle of the cake, and not just all go to the bottom. So that's one of the things. So let me do that. Let me just combine this up a little bit more and see what happens. Okay, hold on. I think we do have a not blender. See what I know? I don't know anything about baking. We do have a hand, what do you call this? A mixer, but I prefer not to use it because I don't know how to work it, and I need to call my daughter and get her involved, and then she's gonna say she made the cake. She's gonna give me more instructions and telling me everything I'm doing wrong. So I'm making this cake purely by myself. And for all of you that know me, you guys know I'm not a baker. Okay, so let's get this all combined. I think I got it all combined. So one of the other steps before I do the blueberry, because this is pretty simple. After this, it's going in the oven and it's over and it's done with. And it's, I think it says here, prep your oven for 350. I'm gonna bake it for 45 minutes. So let me turn on my oven. Just give me 1 second. And I'm back. So I have this here, but it's a little bit small for the blueberries and the flour to kind of get it all coated and everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the blueberries in this bigger container here. Okay. And here we go. I used a cup. It says 2 cups. I did 2.5 cups. I don't like being exact when it comes to baking. And again, this might be why my stuff doesn't turn out the way it's supposed to do. Because I always think, hey, more is more, you know? And if you like something, and I love blueberries, so I think, you know, put a little bit more and it can't hurt. That's what I'm saying. So it can't hurt. So you give this a good toss. Okay, so I think I got it all combined. Let me get a spoon here and try and see, because flour sticking to the bottom. It didn't look like this when I looked at the recipe. It looked like the flour was like sticking to the blueberries. And this is what I talk about when you see these things on TikTok or YouTube, and you're not a baker. It looks like it's, you know, it doesn't look like when you do it. So that's why I wanted to try this recipe, because I want this same effect. The flour was sticking more to the blueberries on the YouTube. So let me show you close up of how it looks. It's supposed to be like this. I think when I watched this video, it seemed like the flour was more coated on the blueberries. But I'm just gonna take a spoon here and kind of go around. Okay. I'm making this cake as a surprise for my mom, because we've been trying to do, I made her a pineapple upside down cake, which I will be making on the channel, by the way. That was my first time making it. Saw it on like a TikTok one. I made it and everybody in the family loved it. So I'm like, wow, let me try this again. So I'm making this one. I showed her the recipe and she said, yeah, make this one because we both love blueberries. So that's all combined. The oven is being... And I don't know if I'm supposed to... See, they don't give you instructions if you're supposed to still use this spinner thing. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use my spoon. I'm going to use my spoon and I'm going to kind of get everything coated together so that it's all combined. Okay, let's see. I'm going to bring it close to you so you can kind of see what it looks like. Okay, there it is with the blueberry. For those of you who love blueberries, absolutely amazing. Okay, so you're gonna love this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clear up a little bit. I guess my way of baking is I have a lot of cleanup to do afterwards, because I just get everything all prepared in those jars, as I said, or containers, as I said, so that I don't have to be running around in the kitchen to find the items. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of washing up after. And okay, after, so the oven is warming up. It's at 200 right now. The next step is to put this into the pan, and it says to use parchment paper. I do have parchment paper. Here's my pan, and I am going to, I don't even know how this goes, but I think, as I said, I'm not a baker. I'm just trying to figure this out. I don't know how to do it. I think I need help. How am I supposed to get this? Okay, all right, let's try just putting it in and see what happens. So I'm going to close it down. Okay, let's get this out. I do have the right correct tools to do the scraping of the pan, so let me get it. Okay, I'm telling you, when you don't know how to do something, it's kind of terrifying, but if this turns out good, I guess my family will actually make it again. Okay, let's get this in. Okay, let's see what I'm doing here. Try this out a little bit. Again, I told you guys I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I think I'm getting everything. Okay, so let's get all the rest of this in there. And we'll see. Okay. Usually I'm not alone in the kitchen. Usually I have my mom, who's known as V, my mommy. She's usually in the kitchen. I call her my sous chef. So usually she's in the kitchen with me. But this morning it's pretty early and she doesn't get up until like 11. The life of a retired person, which I love for her. You'll probably meet her in my other videos. But I'm making this as a surprise for her because she's been telling me to make this one because I show it to her and she's like, yeah, Lorraine, make it. Lorraine, make it. So I am going to make it for her as a surprise. So my oven is at 350 and I'm gonna show you guys. There you go. I don't know if you could hear it. It just went off. My oven's at 350 and I am going to get this all in here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you what my cake looks like. Again, I don't know how to bake. Help me. I hope this turns out good. Okay, I'm gonna bring it closer so that you guys can take a good look. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna put it in the oven. I don't know if I'm supposed to cut this part off. I think I should have cut it off, but I didn't. So let's see what happens. So here we go. Let me go. I'm gonna put it in. Wish me luck. Okay, it's in the oven. Let's have a little chit chat while I clean. Okay, this is my first ever blueberry cake or any kind of thing like this that I've ever tried. So I'm just praying that it turns out good. And you guys are going to be here to see it when it comes out of the oven in 45 minutes. I'm going to put you on a brief pause and then we'll come back after I'm going to wash the dishes. And then after the dishes, then I'll probably pick you guys back up so you guys can see the final results. Thank you. And as I said before, like and subscribe. Thank you. So, because I've already decided to surprise her with the cake, I thought, why not surprise her with a breakfast? So, I'm going to be doing sauteing some mushrooms, onions, and green onions together. And making her like a scrambled egg kind of thing with the sauteed mushrooms. I've already gone ahead and seasoned up my eggs. And I'm gonna be doing some hash browns with some shredded cheese. A friend of mine gave me a big, huge bag of hash browns. So I'm thinking I need to use these. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the cheese to be in the hash brown, and I'm gonna saute this mushroom with some scrambled egg for her. So the cake's still in the oven. I have another 20 minutes to go. So I have another 20 minutes to go. So we're gonna come back. I'm gonna cook up this breakfast, and hopefully she'll be down. Yeah, she's still not up. Hopefully she'll be down shortly, and then we'll go ahead. The cake will be ready, and the breakfast will be ready, and we'll serve it to her. And let's see what she says. Okay, it just came out of the oven. It's piping hot, and I'm gonna just lift it out with this parchment paper. I pray that this thing is... I stuck it so many times with a knife that I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna take it down. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Not sure how to do this without messing it up. Okay. Still so hot. So I got it off. Okay. And she's still in bed. She still hasn't come down for her birthday breakfast yet. Not a birthday, like for her breakfast. I'm trying to surprise her. It's not her birthday. Her birthday's in October. But I'm trying to surprise her with this cake that she wanted me to make off of YouTube. So I'm just... Here it is. Wow, I can't wait to cut it. I cannot wait to cut it. It's... I hope you guys can see it. But I am going to cut it when she gets down here. I'm still waiting on her. So we're just going to wait for it to cool a little bit. And then after, we're going to cut it when she comes. So let me just put you on a pause, and then we'll come right back. Hi, so the woman of the hour is here. My mom, Verna, she's here. She just woke up. I know, she's retired. She's allowed to. But if I don't get extra money in the will for all of this, something is wrong. Here, Mom, here's your tea.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much.
And look, I made her breakfast. Here's her eggs with mushroom and also some hash browns and some tomatoes. So we're gonna cut the cake. Let's just see. Oh, please, God, let it come out good, because you know I'm not a baker. I've said this several times. Not a baker. Okay, so the first part, we're not gonna really use that part. We're gonna go inside. It's kind of cool. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but the steam is still coming off of it. So I am gonna cut her a slice, and we're gonna put that with her breakfast. Okay, look at this. Let's get her to come, and I'm gonna put her to eat. Okay, I'm gonna bring her to eat. Come on, Mom. Try the cake and let me know your opinion.
Oh, it's soft and nice.
I guess I did good.
Yes.
Well, as I said before, like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and have a nice day.